to part 2 of the fallacy of pop culture justice. Andy ignores the Popcorn Planet's coverage of the Gabby Petito case. The disappearance and murder of Gabby Petito is what brought me to Popcorn Planet. I was among thousands gripped by the story and watched with diminishing hope in the search for her killer, Brian Laundrie. Mounting frustration with his parents, with law enforcement, with protesters, grew exponentially. There are still so many unanswered questions. Unbeknownst to me, in the background, Andy was sneaking off to his bathroom to film himself rubbing one off, to send in video format to unsuspecting women. While the world watched Brian's parents find their son's body after law enforcement wasted millions of taxpayer money in a fruitless search, Andy was fast-talking his way into illicit pics of vulnerable women, which he then shared with his crew. Isn't that special? As we watched the coroner who did Gabby's autopsy go on a press tour, Signor was gaslighting folks into sneaky rendezvous, or attempting to anyway. Britt said no to a meetup, so Andy offered to share recordings of he and his fiancée engaged in sexual activities. Again, Britt said no, but he sent the videos anyway. In early November, Popcorn Planet hosted a live charity fundraising stream in which we raised over $40,000. To date, it's the only fundraiser of that he's hosted in such a way, although he promised to do one for the Gabby Petito Foundation. I guess we'll see about that one, won't we? Many of us donated money for a butterfly release in her honor, which never came to fruition. I'll assume that money burned a hole right through his pocket. Really, all Andy did in the name of pop culture justice was to stream snipe Josh Benson's WFLA coverage of the case. Oh, and share Brian M's News Nation reports. That poor man spent weeks camped out at the laundry house because Northport, Florida police was convinced Brian was in his parents' house. I did develop an appreciation of both Benson's and Enton's reporting style, which carries through to this day. After he'd milked the Gabby Petito story drier than dry, Signor struggled to latch onto a new story to grift off of. I was made a part of the headlines team at that time, and we worked day and sometimes night to figure out what would be best to cover. There were many days where Andy found something on his own, or simply decided not to live stream at all, rendering all that hard work moot. He had Stephanie Altiner dip a toe into the Marilyn Manson allegations she was covering for him while he took a Christmas break. This was my first mod gig. Once he returned, his commentary on that live stream was a mockery of Manson and Lewis Lecker's mockery of one of the guests, Celtic Iron. He didn't seem impressed with Colonel Kurtz at that time either. They now seem to be besties. Then there was the whole reading of Jamie Lynn Spears' book debacle, which I believe I already covered. My compatriots and I left the channel on February 15, 2021, even though we were very reluctant to leave the community of abuse and trauma survivors behind. Andy and company vilified us, but we are still standing because we have truth on our side. If anything, we are the arbiters of pop culture justice, far more than Andy Signor.